Welcome back. There's an International Women's Day conference coming to the South Thompson Inn in March. Joining us today are some of the people who have helped make this happen, and it sounds like a great weekend. Barbara Mahar sitting next to me, you're the conference coordinator. Chantal Stone, you're going to be speaking at it as a keynote speaker. And Janice Otremba, well known for your public speaking skills, you're going to be presenting a workshop. Great to have you here.
Thank you.
Yes.
We're so happy to be here.
Yeah. Tell me a little bit about how this came to be.
Well, this is our third year. We started a few years ago to raise awareness in the community about women who volunteer. So we created a fund, and I spoke about that a couple of weeks ago under the Kamloops Foundation, which is now the BC Interior Community Foundation. And the proceeds from the International Women's Day go to this fund. So we bring women together and we talk about things that are important for women in this area, and we raise some money. So the women in this area want to know and deal with things like overwhelm, how to play, am I making a difference, and am I heard? So we had speakers to address those issues this year.
And then the money goes to helping somebody else get a leg up in the community in a bursary form.
Yes, there are two bursaries, one for a girl leaving grade 12, and our first recipient will be with us this year at lunch, and that's to help her go into continuing education. And for a woman over 30 who would like to go back to school, maybe doesn't fit the criteria to find some funding, we want to help her because she's volunteered. That's our criteria.
So it's a two-day event. Chantal Stone, you're going to be speaking at it. What is your topic? How do you come to choose it?
I am. Well, first I just want to say I've attended the last 2 years of this event, and I still have friends that talk about the impact it's had on their lives. Even I was at an event last Friday, and there was just some people talking about how just small exercises like when you point your finger at somebody and you say the first word that comes to your mind, something that's empowering to you, how that really affects, even if you don't know that person, how that affects, you know, how you look at yourself. So my topic is basically I'm going to try to redefine this really big, scary concept called leadership. It's such a big word, and sometimes we shy away from it. If we're given opportunities to get ahead, sometimes we don't take those opportunities because we're afraid we're not qualified. And so I really want to make it accessible. I want people to realize that leadership is not something that's outside of you, it's inside. It's not something that can be given to you or taken from you. And that essentially, if you're a human, you are a leader. You have to look at yourself in the mirror, at your number one follower, at your number one fan, and say, where are we going today? Like, I am a leader because you have to lead yourself down your own path. And there are people watching you all the time, so.
And more women are becoming leaders in our community, more now than ever, in my opinion.
Yeah, absolutely.
Janice Otremba, I'm sorry about your leg.
It's okay.
Do you want to talk about it?
And we're good to go. Nope, let's leave that one off the table.
We're not going to talk about it, but we are going to talk about the fact that you are offering a workshop along with Janet Whitehead. You're doing separate workshops. Can you talk about those?
So I'll talk, and Janet Whitehead is brilliant at creating creative play. And so her topic is to dream, and it's not out there, it's about taking yourself through it. So through really creative activities and expression, you start to understand, when do you get in your own way and say no? When do you say, no, I can't do that, no, I shouldn't, I'll look silly. So through play, we get to negate the naysayer left brain and entertain more over here in the right brain side. And she's brilliant at it, she really is.
Fantastic.
And then that'll tie into mine, which is around the to be heard side of it, which is really about the values. And if we're living our lives from our values and speaking in our voice, so as you're saying, more women are willing to take those leadership pieces now. And as we bring into what Chantal's talking about, it's, if I'm looking in the mirror, do I like what I see? And if I'm living according to my core values, and expressing those through anything I do, whether it's just being a mom, it's doing stuff like Sarah's doing with her kids at the school. It doesn't matter. Every day you step into who you are. And so we're going to play on how do you use your voice and express yourself in those daily actions that you choose.
Fantastic. We are out of time, if you can believe it already. How quickly did that go?
That's awesome.
I know. We have on the screen the information for people who would want to sign up. Womenhelpingwomen.com as well, thespiritofwomen.com. This is March 7th and 8th at the South Thompson Guest Ranch. Any last little words?
I hope to see everyone there.
Yeah.
It's going to be awesome.
Sounds like a great weekend in store, and very impressive, Chantal, to know that people talk about it a year later and a year later, and that's fantastic.
Yeah, it's great.
Excellent. If you would like to sign up and get involved, information's on the screen there.